Hello everyone, right here I have a 2024 Chery Omoda E5. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. There are welcome lights as you unlock the car. The Omoda E5 in Malaysia does come standard with a remote start system. So to use the system, first make sure the car is locked, then press and hold this button. As you can see, the side mirrors are currently folded out. Upon locking the car, they automatically fold in, and upon unlocking, they automatically fold out again. If you press and hold on the unlock button, you are able to roll down all 4 windows in the car simultaneously, as well as open up the sunroof. And to close all of them back together, just press and hold on the lock button. The Omoda E5 also does come standard with Chery's version of a smart keyless entry and start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the indentation on the driver's side door handle. And to unlock the car, just wait a moment and tap the area again behind the driver's side door handle. Now, once the Omoda E5 is unlocked, the accessory mode turns on, so you can use the interior electronics and whatnot. To actually start the vehicle so you can drive it off, simply have the key fob inside the car, and then just put your foot on the brake. And lastly, just use the gear selector to select the desired position. The Omoda E5 uses an electric rack and pinion power steering system. Standard for Malaysia is a leather steering wheel with a flat bottom design and sport grips at 10 and 2. The Omoda E5 comes standard with a 1-speed automatic transmission. Front and rear parking sensors along with a 540-degree 3D camera system are standard features as well. When the camera system is active, the rear camera, the rear 360-degree camera view, and the front camera all feature active guidance signs. Within the 360-degree camera view, one can select either the left, the front, the right, or the rear camera views. The left 3 buttons of the row of buttons on the top of the right camera display allows one to bring up the settings menu, select the left and right camera views together, and have the front camera view in full screen. Meanwhile, the third button from the right activates the 3D camera view. In this view, one can then use the 360-degree camera view on the left to select the desired 3D view on the right. In this view as well, the wheels turn with the steering wheel, top-down rear and front views can be chosen, and the indicators and hazard lights flash. Press the second from the right button to go back into the standard rear camera view. Safety features in the Omoda E5 include 6 airbags, an anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, an electronic stability program, a traction control system, hill start assist control, hill descent control, emergency stop signal, a tire pressure monitoring system, an alarm system, and an immobilizer. Isofix child seat anchor points are found on the outer two rear seats. There are a number of driver assistance features as well, and this one consists of autonomous emergency braking, multi-collision brake, an intelligent evasion system, a driver monitoring system, front collision warning, rear collision warning, lane departure prevention, lane departure warning, lane change assist, emergency lane keeping, blind spot detection, rear cross traffic alert, rear cross traffic brake, integrated cruise assist, and traffic jam assist. The Omoda E5 comes with a set of 18-inch 5-spoke 2-tone alloy rims. This car rides on Kumho X-Star PS71 215/55R18 tires. The disc brakes are ventilated in front and solid out back. For the suspension, it is made up of McPherson struts up front and a multi-link setup at the rear. Chery is a Chinese car manufacturer headquartered in Wuhu, Anhui, China. It was established in 1997 and is currently one of the top 10 car manufacturers in China in terms of number of vehicles produced. There are several sub-brands under Chery's umbrella, and Omoda is one of them. Vehicles from the Omoda sub-brand are positioned to be more upmarket than the mainstream Chery vehicles. The Omoda 5 is the first product from this sub-brand, and depending on the market, it is marketed as either Chery Omoda 5, Omoda 5, Omoda C5, Chery Omoda 5, Chery FX, or Phoenix FX. The Omoda 5, a B-segment crossover SUV, was unveiled at the 2021 Auto Guangzhou, with production starting in February 2022 and sales starting later that same year. It is the first product to feature Chery's art in motion design language and was developed from the start as a global model, with both left and right-hand drive configurations on offer. At launch, the Omoda 5 is available with either 1.5 or 1.6 turbo petrol engines. At the 2023 Auto Shanghai, Chery introduced a battery electric version of the Omoda 5. This new variant is known as either the Chery Omoda E5, the Omoda E5, or the Omoda C5 EV, depending on the market. Compared to the internal combustion engine model, the Omoda E5 lacks any Chery badges and it also sports a different front end, a reprofiled rear bumper, and a different dashboard design. Chery returned to the Malaysian market in July 2023 after being several years absent. The Omoda E5 went on sale in Malaysia in March 2024. There's only one variant on sale, the Omoda E5 Automatic. Under the bonnet of the Omoda E5, the blue cap is to access the wiper washer fluid tank, the bigger black cap is to access the coolant tank, and the smaller black cap is to access the brake fluid tank. Meanwhile, there's also the 19-litre front boot in the middle. To the right of this boot is the cover to access the vehicle's battery, and next to it is the cover to access the vehicle's fuse box. The Omoda E5 comes with an electric motor powered by a 61 kWh lithium iron phosphate battery. It produces 201 horsepower and 340 Nm of torque. 0 to 100 km per hour takes 7.2 seconds, and the top speed is 172 km per hour. The range is rated at 430 km, and the combined electric consumption for the Omoda E5 Automatic is 15.5 kWh per 100 km. Carbon dioxide emissions is 0 grams per kilometer, and the Omoda E5 is a front-wheel drive vehicle. Exterior features of the Omoda E5 include automatic manual leveling LED projector headlights, automatic wipers, automatic high beams, LED daytime running lights, LED front and side indicators, LED sequential rear indicators, LED front and rear fog lights, LED rear lights, LED rear number plate lights, body-colored door handles with chrome trim, black side mirrors, and satin silver roof rails. Speakers right there, and down there, storage, central locking, mirror controls, window controls. All of the windows in this car are powered, and all of them do have a full automatic function in both directions. Window locks, this button pops open the door to access the charger. This one operates the powered rear hatch, and obviously you have the headlight controls as shown earlier. Chery floor mats. And the driver's seat in this Omoda E5 does get full powered adjustments. All of the controls are located right down there. Dual zone automatic climate control system. To access the climate control menu, hit the fan icon down here. And right here we are in the climate control menu. You have your passenger side temperature, driver side temperature, below recirculation, automatic, front and rear defrost, fan speed, air conditioning, different modes, power button. Sync means if you have it turned on, the driver's side will control the temperature for both sides, but if you turn it off, each side will have individual temperature controls. You have your various aircon modes right up here, and right above you can change between your aircon controls, your cooled seat controls. They are 3-stage. For the driver and front passenger. And you can also bring up your air conditioning settings. You have storage down here, cup holders with a cover, and down below we have more storage together with a power outlet. The Omoda E5 comes with an integrated touchscreen head unit. This system features a 12.3-inch infotainment display, various media connectivity options, and navigation. Sound is routed to an 8-speaker Sony premium audio sound system. The Sony sound system that this Omoda E5 uses is surprisingly quite good. We are currently in the Bluetooth audio streaming menu with the current song playing information. You have the title, artist, you can play pause, go back a song, go for a song, song duration. The album art will show up here if available. If you hit this button, we can go to your Bluetooth music display and hit this button right up here to select between radio, Bluetooth music, and local music. And to go back to the current media playing information, press the button on the top left. Below, hit the phone button to access your telephone menu where you can dial a number, look at your contacts, look at your call lists and whatnot. This one goes back to the media menu. This one goes to the navigation menu. Right here we are in the maps. You can search for destination right above. Right here. You can bring up your navigation settings, about the system, exit the navigation system, and to the left we have the satellite information, latitude, longitude, altitude, speed, date and time. If you have a home address entered into the system, you can just hit the home button and then the car will guide you home. You can change the map view right here. As well as zoom in and out. In the middle is the climate controls as explained earlier, while to the right, hit the car icon to bring up your vehicle menu where you can select your driving modes. There's Eco, Normal and Sport right here. You have your window locks and central locking buttons as well, And to the right, apart from quick control, with the vehicle settings, smart key settings, driver assistance settings, light settings, with the headlight adjustment, headlight delay, ambient light settings. You can change the color, restore back to default, adjust the brightness, and whatnot. Vehicle comfort, you can adjust the rear mirror from right here. That's about it. If you hit this, we bring up the list of apps where you can access the navigation, audio, phone. You can also view pictures on the system, view videos, go to the scene mode, Apple CarPlay, user help, bring up your camera system, vehicle settings, local settings, and the new energy menu. Under local settings, with the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto settings, system settings with the date and time, units, and whatnot. Display settings with the automatic day-night mode, light settings, and all that. Voice settings. Next up, we have sound. Right above, you can set your volume adjustments, default sound, speed, volume, the indicator sound. Currently, it is trendy. This one is science. And this one is national. You also have the various sound adjustments, sound field balance, loudness, touch tone, call broadcast, and you can reset back to default down below. Right above is the Bluetooth settings with Bluetooth visibility, your pad devices, usable devices, and under new energy, we have the energy settings, charging settings, other settings with your energy recovery level, your various charging settings, and you also have the Android Auto menu down below. To go back to the home page, hit the home button. Right here we have the navigation, media, driving data, vehicle settings, and the phone menu. Now if we swipe from the top down, we have the message center. You can also access your Bluetooth menu, open the charging port, turn off the vehicle, activate or deactivate the parking brake. Right here, the parking brake is currently activated. To deactivate it, just put your foot on the brake and push the button. To engage it back, simply push the button again. There is an auto hold function for the parking brake whereby say you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or traffic jam, the car is in drive, you lift your foot off the brake, with the auto hold function activated, the car won't actually move forward or roll back. You can turn off the electronic stability program right here, add more widgets, bring up the around view monitor, hill descent control, adjust the volume, and adjust the screen brightness. Front quarter windows, and as shown earlier, this car does have power folding side mirrors. To fold the side mirrors in from the inside, press this button right here. Electronic central locking, volume controls, seat track, play pause. This one changes the trip computer. Currently trip B with the trip computer as well as the average speed. You can also select your navigation. You can have it full screen. You can also view the tire pressure monitoring system, trip A right here, elapsed time as well as the average electric consumption, and back to trip B. Voice control, different media mode selection, speed limiter, adaptive cruise control controls, indicator and wiper controls. Now, if we turn on the left indicator, the left camera turns on, and if you turn on the right indicator, the right camera turns on. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. I forgot to mention this earlier on, but in addition to the storage area right here, this part also doubles up as your Qi wireless charging pad. You have the power button for the head unit right here. You can select the various vehicle drive modes right here as well. And right here to the left of the hazard light switch are physical controls for the air conditioning, as well as the front and rear defrost functions. Storage, front center armrest, with storage down below. Right in there as well, you can find an LED light together with the knob to allow cool air to make this area chilled. Frameless auto-dimming rear view mirror. There's a USB-A port right here to connect a dash cam. This button turns on or off the lights when you open the doors, and this one turns on or off the lights itself. The lights are LED powered. Right here we have the sunroof controls. You can open it up as a vent or open it up in full. There's also a shade for the sunroof if you do not want that much sunlight coming in. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a ring light. You can use this button to change between white or yellow lights, and if we press and hold the button, you can actually adjust the brightness of the light itself. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. To the right of the instrument cluster, you also have the interior brightness adjustment buttons together with the volume up and down buttons. Speakers right there and down there, storage, window control, and the rear seat backs in this Omoda E5 do fold. They split 60-40 when folding, and to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down, then locate the levers on the sides of the outer two rear headrests. The one on that side folds down the left seat and the middle seat, while the one on this side folds down the right seat. Just pull it and flip the seat back down. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is actually no room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat, but as for legroom, I get about this much. And I get about this much in terms of headroom. It is actually relatively spacious back here. The seats are fairly nice and comfortable. On the front seat backs are storage pockets together with cutouts that help with additional legroom. Single rear aircon vent in the middle, with USB-A and USB-C ports below it for charging. Rear center armrest with cup holders. And right above, for both sides at the back, are grip handles and hooks. Rear LED interior lights. There are 3 ways to operate the powered rear hatch in this 2024 Omoda E5. Boot space in the Omoda E5 is 483 litres with the rear seat backs in place. For more boot space, the rear seat backs fold down as explained earlier. To the left of the boot is an LED light and a power outlet. Under the boot floor is some storage together with the vehicle's warning triangle and charging cables. The front headrests are built into the seat, so adjustable headrests for the rear only. Speakers, storage, window control, and the front passenger seat in this car does get full powered adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as found on the driver's side, just that this side loses out on the height adjustment. Down here, we have a USB-C port for charging as well as a USB-A port to connect to the system. Nicely sized glove box. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror with the same ring light and light mechanism as found on the driver's side. So tap on the button to change the color, and tap and hold the button to change the brightness. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2024 Chery Omoda E5. Thanks for watching and goodbye.